There we go. Now then, today I'm just going to use, let's just take titanium white, pull it out very flat. It's just plain old white.
Let's build a cup holder for a Cessna 172. Always use a Sharpie marker that shows up well on your aluminum. Next, a really sharp scribe to make our marks very precise. Make sure you've got a tape measure that's not only precise, but it's also long enough to measure your job for your cup holder. All right, that looks good right there. Okay, I won't be such a smart aleck. I'm actually using a scribe, which I can see very well. I don't use a marker. I don't use any markers on this. I've just been doing it so long, I can just kind of tell about where 10.5 inches is. I don't need to measure that back out. But let's cut it. Actually, one of my favorite sheet metal tools I use is a corner notcher. Pretty simple. This is an ancient machine. It's very sharp. It's very accurate. Just put it in there, pull it down, and voila. Perfect 90s every time. Picked up this little 6-inch Woodward Fab shear on sale last year. Works great for little jobs, but I'll show you what I'm doing with it here in just a second. Stand by. If you look close, you can see the scribe line that I made earlier on the table. I'm not trying to cut through it. All I'm trying to do is just get the shear started. I'll show you why in a second. So our very small shear should look like that. And we've got one on both sides. We'll stick it in the shear, which is difficult to see down there, especially if you've got older eyes. And you can see our little mark. Pull it over, pull it back, bam, right there it is. So it indexes perfectly. And at that point, here we go. Clear prop. And it's perfectly sheared, accurate within 5 or 6 thousandths. So our number we were shooting for with this whole precision shear thing was supposed to be 10.5 inches. Well, that didn't come up. Wait. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Right at 10.5 inches. Bam. Using that old school method of just a little small shear and pull it back into the blade surface works pretty good. Pretty square so far. Here we go. Let's keep moving. Got her all set up for the long cut on the 10 Smith. Here we go. Bam. Here's our working piece. I've got a piece of rubber back there so it doesn't dent the corners. And let's see which came out to be right. Yep, it looks square. Okay, now that we've got our measurements, these 10 snips are awesome. They cut really precise. They don't leave any burrs, and they're just really the right tool for the job, especially on these longer cuts where you're trying to cut a precise cut across. Okay, now that we have precisely cut our cup holder bracket, we'll need to deburr it. Perfect. Okay, next we'll want to take our cup holder bracket and put a nice, gentle radius throughout. Perfect. Nothing like having the right tool for the right job. Excellent. That's going to work perfect. Next, we'll mount it to the cup holder. We'll just have to use some fender washers there or something. Yeah, it's kind of another shameless plug for Woodward Fab, but it just does such a nice job with rolling and radiuses. And this is their benchtop version that I purchased, and it's perfect for little jobs that I want to do. You just put it in there, you set the radius you want, and you just do the old crankle-doodle-doo, and next thing you know, you've got a really nice radius. Next, we'll just kind of bend it a little bit just so it's aesthetically pleasing and it doesn't snag on the vinyl interior. Next, we have chosen the correct size drill bit for our application, which I have chosen a countersink rivet. So here we go.